I have written a poem for my mom and dad. On this happy day. Of course, I think today is a happy day. 50 years ago on this day, my mom and dad were married, and that was a long time. 50 years ago, my parents began to climb the stairway that took them on an adventure of a lifetime. 50 years ago today, they promised to stay together. My mom in a mini dress that my Nana had made, and saying I do at the altar, these two people stayed together as a team and have lived life to the fullest. For many years, you would find them together, walking and talking the streets of Bakersfield and Davis. They walked together many miles. You would find them in the car. My dad would be driving. They would drive far, holding hands, and maybe my dad would sing to a 50s or 60s song. Going to dinner and a movie by themselves or with good friends, agreeing on how to spend their weekends. Together, walking the aisles of antique shops, you may hear their voices, discussing their choices together. Shared experiences they have gathered. You may have heard about trips to Alaska, Nevada, Arizona, North Dakota, and Hawaii, Yellowstone, Crazy Horse, and the Madonna Inn. Trips to Disneyland with their grandchildren, and with my sister and I when we were younger, grandchildren, and watching them grow. A love that couldn't be stronger for their grandchildren and each other. Holidays, a house full of family and friends, presents and food in common. My parents were always in the mood to open their home and hearts. And dogs. They had raised and loved dogs together. Girl, Dixie, Macy, and Jack. And unfortunately had to mourn their loss together as a team. My mom and dad, a team. That is why my dad's directional service. Okay, my mom and dad. Okay, my mom and dad, a team. That is why my dad's directional service company was R&K Directional Services, a team. Not only have they been a team during the good times, but the challenging times as well. My dad could be found in the waiting room during my mom's surgeries, and my mom could always be found in the waiting room during my dad's surgeries. They never had to face these times alone. They always had each other, not only as a couple, but as best friends. Always about their family and maintaining their friendships with you all over the years. That is why my sister and I wanted to celebrate them tonight, to bring all of you together for a big celebration about togetherness and love. I have a little story to share from the 1980s to demonstrate their love for each other and their family and how much they enjoyed being together with my sister and I. And so, the story starts, it's like maybe 1984 or 1985. So my sister and I were camping in Death Valley with my Nana Jo, my Papa Cecil, my Aunt Gayla, my Uncle Tommy, and my cousins. And we come home to Bakersfield and we're at my Nana and Papa's house. And I remember talking to my parents on the phone and they told us they had gone to Hawaii. And my sister and I said, they're in Hawaii? And they were shopping, they had been sightseeing, they had, because now I have the pictures of what they did without us there. And so soon after that conversation, or maybe during that conversation, they said, and guess what? You're coming also. And so They had their time together in Hawaii, but I like to think that they felt like something was missing. And like it was my sister and I. So they flew us to Hawaii to be with them. And so to share the adventure with my mom and dad, and surfing lessons, piranha sightings. My sister said she saw a piranha, and snorkeling and sunset cruises together. A love for each other and their family. Cheers to 50 years of love.